Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about 5 of my pro makeup tips in order to achieve an easy 5-minute face. I get asked about this all the time, and you know what? Now that I think about it, one of my friends does a really good job of like quick, effortless makeup. You know, let's do something different. Let's call up Lisa J. Let's FaceTime her. Let's see if, I don't know, maybe she'd want to hang out and like film a video. She's got great tips. Lisa, can you come film a video with me?
Yeah, when?
Like now?
Right now.
Are you free?
You know what? I've got a few hours.
Okay,
I'm on my way.
just hop on a plane. I'll. Okay, great. She's coming. Wait, are you already here? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you made the trip.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Coming to the studio.
But you have to do my makeup later. You do.
Deal. I would love to. You
What
guys.
are we filming today? I'm so excited.
Lisa is, when I think of like easy 5-minute faces, I think you do such a great job of always like achieving an effortless, quick 5-minute face. You have great tips. You're a mom. You're busy.
Very busy.
You're a business owner. You have a lot going on, and you have like some of the most solid tips on how to achieve a good 5-minute face.
Oh, thanks.
So I thought, you know, just hop on a plane to LA, come to my studio, let's drink some matchas together, let's hang out, and let's do our 5-minute tips for our 5-minute face.
I've got lots of good tips.
You do.
I'm all about 5-minute makeup. Like you said, I've got kids, I'm busy.
You're busy.
I don't have a lot of time, but I want to look put together.
Yeah, and you always do it so well, and like I have my own tips and tricks, but I really always admire like the way you put together a face really quick. So I think that what better person to hang out with me and share your 5 pro tips. Don't forget, Lisa's a pro makeup artist. Same background as me, and you got some amazing. You do.
I'm a little rusty, but
listen, and it never leaves you.
No,
it never leaves you. So let's do 5 pro tips. I'll share 5. You share 5. I'm excited to see what yours are and what like you're gonna bring to the table. Yes, they're all gonna be great.
I do have some good ideas in mind to share, because I am all about, like I said, getting out the door quick, but looking pulled together. And put together.
And you have such busy days. Like Lisa, you know, packs so much into her days. It's wild. And so you just have like, you're the queen of a 5-minute face. So,
thanks.
And I'm excited to film with you. I haven't filmed with Lisa in a while, and you've actually never filmed in my LA studio.
I'm so excited to be here.
I know.
I feel like I'm like taking so many notes.
All right, I'm going to jump in because I need to get some makeup on my face. I am feeling very washed out. So that leads me to my first tip. And actually, one of the first tips I think that anyone should utilize at home is to look at your complexion and to grab something that's going to boost your complexion. And I'm not talking about like a skin tint. I'm not talking about foundation yet. We'll get to those. But one of the best uses of time when you're in a pinch is to boost your complexion with either a liquid illuminizer, a liquid bronzer, something either that is one or the other, but ideally something that's both. So it's a bronzing product that's going to go on as your base layer. It's going to boost your complexion, give your skin that like, you know, almost like I went on a vacation and I have like a little extra color. And one of the things that really gives you a good 5-minute face is evenness and some extra tone and some extra warmth. So bronzers, blush, complexion products, things like that are going to be great for a 5-minute face. To knock out a lot of complexion boosting properties in one product, I love this drugstore product. It's the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion.
I love
this is like $15.
So nice.
Hopefully they never discontinue it because this is a holy grail. I use them all in my makeup kit. I love them for the body, the chest, everywhere. But one of the best and easiest ways to utilize this product is to just take a generous amount. I'm actually gonna use the shade Deep and take it.
I always use a lighter shade, so I've never used the deep shade.
You can, but the more you rub it in, it's gonna look a little wild at first, okay? But this is going to boost my complexion.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And really wake it up. Yes. And if you're like me, which, you know, a lot of us, we have the issue of like our body doesn't necessarily match our face. We wear sunscreen, we wear hats, we use retinols, we use vitamin C serums, we use actives, and those products over time, they can really actually lighten the appearance of your face overall. So what we're left with is a body that doesn't match the face. And one of the quickest ways to boost your complexion when you're doing a 5-minute face is to just get a base layer of this kind of product on, and then you worry about the rest after. So after this product is on and rubbed in, I'm looking a little bit more healthy, to be quite honest. And I feel a lot more confident.
It just blends into your skin.
Yeah.
Like I can't even tell that you have anything on, but I definitely
But it makes a difference.
Yes,
yeah,
it does.
It definitely makes a difference. And then after that, you can go on with whatever base products or whatever other complexion products is necessary for you. I like to always say, take a look in the mirror and decide what's going to be most valuable for those 5 minutes of your day, right? Covering up redness, is it reducing some redness and then adding some definition and you know, blush to your cheeks? Decide what's like most valuable to you. It's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm excited to see like what your 5-minute face is. Do you want to do yours?
Yeah, so mine is kind of similar to yours in the terms of like thinking of prepping the skin and giving a little bit of, like in your case, you're boosting your complexion, not necessarily giving coverage. However, I can see by you doing this, it does even everything out.
Yeah, it does.
So you need less coverage. So my tip is similar in some aspects to that, but mine is using a tinted SPF. We should all be using an SPF in our daily routine. I don't care if you have 5 minutes or you have an hour. An SPF is like a non-negotiable, right?
So true.
So why not use one that has a little coverage so that you can even out your complexion, but also get coverage, and maybe you don't even need to wear foundation. If you watching in my videos, you know that this is my ride or die. And I actually never use that term.
Really?
I don't. This is my ride or die, my holy grail, the 10 out of 10, the best tinted SPF I've ever used. It's called the Elastin Hydro Tint Pro Mineral Sunscreen. It has an SPF of 36, so I did wish it had a little higher SPF rating. But what I love about this product is it gives, and I usually do 2 pumps of this.
Wow.
You could do 1, but I like to do 2 because again, I want to make sure I'm getting all the SPF that I need.
Yep.
And I actually have a little bit of this on today, so I'm going to put a little bit more. But what I love about this is the coverage for a tinted SPF is actually pretty darn good. And some days I will wear this as my foundation. Some days I will just add a little concealer to this and that's it. And I don't need foundation. However, even on the days that I wear foundation, which is most days, this product lays beautifully under every type of foundation I've paired it with. And I've paired it with liquids, with creams, with matte foundations, with radiant foundations. I've paired this under powder foundations and it looks so good. It has like a radiant finish, but once it actually does dry down. That's the key.
That is key, yeah.
So you do get this glow that you guys are seeing. You get this glow, but it does dry down. So it doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel dewy. I don't know about you, but whenever something is dewy, I'm always a little cautious. I like a little bit of radiance to my skin, but when I think of dewy, I think of wet and sticky and shiny, and I live in Texas and I cannot have that happening to me. That's just not going to work out for me.
Yeah, with the heat and humidity, it's just going to slide right off your face.
Exactly. But
I call it soupy.
Yes. When I find products like this that give a radiance but also dry down and don't make you look shiny or greasy, I'm all about that. So I love this product. Now I could just throw on a little concealer, and honestly if I just had 5 minutes, that's what I would do. I would throw on concealer and that'd be all I need. I wouldn't need any foundation to add on top of it. So I absolutely love this. Have you tried this?
I've only tried it because of you. And I do actually really like this.
Honestly, give me your honest opinion. You don't have to agree with me.
No, and I'm very oily. And so for me, like a tinted SPF, that's also, this is mineral based, right? Yeah.
It is, yep.
And mineral-based SPF products don't usually agree with my oily skin. They just don't. They don't sit well on me and they don't dry down. The fact that this does dry down is a game changer because if you have oily skin and you're wearing a mineral product and it's hot, like you said, you live in Texas, it has to dry down to some extent. Otherwise, I just won't wear it.
Right.
And that does dry down, wears nice on my oily skin, and it doesn't pill.
No, I'm
that was
telling
a
you,
big thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do want to give a call out on this. I've been using this for several years, and I feel like when I started using this, it was considerably less than it costs now. I think this is like $75, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's gone up.
It has gone up. It's gone up a lot, and I get it. That's a lot of money, but I do want to say this. When you purchase this, and I actually wish I brought mine from my hotel because I have another one in my hotel room.
Do you?
Yeah. There is zero waste with this. You know, and I think with every product, there's always some waste, right? You start pumping it and you can't get any product out of it, but then you open it and you see that there's still product in there. Not the case with this. There is something special that they did with this. It's like a vacuum pump or something, but this will literally it'll look like it's time to toss it because there's like no product in here. It's completely thin, but I'm still able to fully pump product out of it. And I mentioned this to an esthetician friend of mine, and she was actually trained by like one of the reps from this brand. And she's like, actually, that's a thing. She's like, they talked to us about their packaging and how they package this. And that's something that, and because I've never had a product like this, like it'll look like it's time to throw it away, but you'll still have 3 weeks of product in there.
Wow.
And you can actually access that product.
See, it's pricey, but you do get a lot. You get the maximum out of it.
Yes. You get your money's worth.
Yeah.
So I love this. This is one of those products that just like I have to have. It's so good.
Anytime I see other people using it, I always think of you. Like, that's like Lisa J's favorite product.
It is. It really is.
So my other tip is to utilize a skin tint because they're obviously going to be easier to blend onto your skin. Not that you can't blend a foundation onto your skin really quickly. I definitely talk about and I teach ways to do that all the time. But if you really are truly like trying to maximize your time, skin tints, tinted moisturizers are always going to be more forgiving. Color-wise, they're going to be more forgiving. Like if you don't get the exact shade that's meant for you, they're more forgiving in that aspect as well. But also in terms of blending them out. If you miss a spot, if you're not like the biggest pro at blending your complexion products onto your skin tints will generally like melt into your skin and be a little bit more forgiving in that regard. But one of my tips to really get this on fast and to blend out really, really quickly. By the way, this is one of my favorite skin tints. It's from RMS. It's the Sun Cover Up. This has SPF 50 in it.
I saw that.
And it's very hydrating. It's very moisturizing. But again, for oily skin like mine, it does not look greasy. It wears really, really well throughout the day. Even I've been testing out all summer long. It stayed on my skin really well, even through sweating and through being like super duper hot running around. This stays on really, really well. So a quick tip though is to do one pump on your fingertip.
I need to try this.
You should try this one. I think you might actually be able to use this shade. So this is the shade Buff. Just get it on like very haphazardly, honestly. Just get it on to the point where it's touching your skin and it's good enough. Pro tip to get it done fast is to take a powder brush. I talk about this all the time, but blending your base product on, your skin tint, your foundation with a powder brush. This is my N15 brush with BK Beauty. And it's not just a powder brush. Like you can use this for liquids, creams, and also powders, of course. But to use a fluffier brush because you can just get in there.
Yeah. It's just like,
and it's just quicker. It's kind of like the same idea as like just, rubbing it on with your fingertips, but it's going to be way more effective at blending it out smoothly and evenly. The bigger the brush, the faster the application, but also the bigger the brush, the more natural the application and the more natural the blend is and the coverage. So when you're using a product like this and you're just trying to achieve a 5-minute face, you're not going for like ultra glam, event ready makeup. This is the way to go.
it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It
And that
blends.
color is like perfect for you.
Buff is like perfect.
And I feel like with your complexion booster that you put on before that, I feel like you don't need more coverage than these two together.
No.
Maybe a little
Not for
concealer.
a 5-minute face.
Yeah.
Yes. Concealer. And this is where it goes back to take a look at yourself in the mirror and prioritize what's going to be best suited for your time and your specific needs. For me, what's really important for me priority wise is color correcting or some kind of coverage under my eyes because I do have very dark circles and I have a lot of redness.
Yeah, I do too, girlfriend. I'm going to get to concealer next.
You want to jump into
Can
yours?
I jump into my next
Yeah.
one? Yeah, I'm going to jump into my next tip, and then when I finish that up, I'm going to apply concealer, and you get onto your next tip. Okay, so we have applied our SPF. We've already gotten coverage. The skin is even. Now, as I mentioned before, you could put concealer on and be good to go. If you want to add a little more extra coverage, powder foundation is your friend. And I know some of you guys are hearing that, and I'm 42 years old, by the way, so I thought, my days of powder foundation are over. I really did. But I discovered Jane Iredale's Pure Pressed Base. This is a mineral powder foundation. I discovered this a few years ago. This is unlike any other powder foundation. It actually looks like more skin-like. It reflects light, so instead of having that flat, matte, dry look, it actually looks more like skin.
It does, because I've seen her skin in person, and every time I've asked you what you're wearing,
time.
you always say, I'm wearing the Jane Iredale. I'm like, what?
So the reason that this is great for a 5-minute face is because it's so fast. Similar to your skin tint. It is just so quick and fast to apply it. I'm using the N17 brush. And since I don't need a lot of coverage, I'm using the darker fibers to apply this because it's just going to give me a little bit more of a natural application. If I wanted to pack on more coverage with this product, I would turn it over and I would use the lighter fibers.
Ooh.
The lighter fibers have really great pickup. So it's going to pick up and apply a little bit more product. So I can get full coverage or light coverage from this. You could also apply this with a large powder brush if you want, but it's just very quick and easy. There's no, you could even do it without a mirror. You know, again, just getting something
looks
on.
so good.
Doesn't it look good?
It looks so good. What shade do you wear in this?
I wear golden.
Okay, I wear amber.
I wear golden.
I feel like I need to switch to golden though.
Yeah, you can try this.
Yeah.
It also has an SPF of 20 in it, mineral. Good for you.
So you're gonna layer some extra SPF, which is nice.
Yeah, but it's just so quick and easy.
Yeah.
You could be doing something else.
amazing.
It's so easy and doesn't take the time that other foundations can take.
And you would be done too if we weren't talking. Yeah. Same with me. Like we would have been done a long time ago with both these steps if we weren't talking throughout it.
For sure.
It really is truly like an achievable, realistic 5-minute face.
Yes.
I love that. Looks amazing.
Thanks.
Looks so good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you get on to your next. I'm going to go put some little concealer because I feel like Mom needs some concealer.
Okay, so actually that leads to mine. And so for a good 5-minute face, you want to keep the products to a minimum, obviously, to knock out like 2 things all at once. Get a good color corrector product that also has coverage to it. And that's also, a more of a neutral color corrector where it's not going to be one that you have to cover up with a concealer in addition. So for example, one that I love from the drugstore is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, but I have the shade Pink Rose. Pink Rose, it is pink, but it's neutral enough once it's blended in to be wearable on its own. I've worn this just out with, the sun cover up with just the L'Oreal on top, and it looks perfectly suitable. It doesn't look like I'm wearing just a color corrector and I'm like missing something. So great way to knock out two things. If you have excess redness like I do. Another thing I want to point out too is I actually love the sponge applicator that comes on the end. I think it's really quick and convenient. A lot of people don't like it.
I love it. I love that
I
product.
love it. I think this is a tried and true.
It's a cult classic product for a reason. It's just
like you cannot go wrong with
good.
this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just dot here.
And I do love that it can color correct and conceal and brighten.
Yeah, I need it. So like these would be the two hot spots that I would make sure I cover right away. But if I have a little extra time, there's nothing wrong with hitting any darker areas where you have like excess redness. For me, that's around my nose. I have chronic allergies. So I'm actually use the N19 brush as well. I saw you used it.
I was just using it. Yeah, I didn't use it to apply my concealer. I used the N20S.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I used it to just kind of almost set my concealer right without powder.
Yeah, this is a great brush for, you know, the design of it is to pack on a punch, basically, to pack on coverage, but you don't have to pack on a lot of coverage. You can definitely customize the amount of coverage. Just because it's a packer brush doesn't mean you have to pack on a ton of coverage. So I just did a thin layer of that Maybelline eraser. I'm just going to press it under my eyes. And the great thing is if you are in a really big hurry, if you're really trying to knock out a true 5-minute face, using a brush like this that has some density to it is going to help you to blend that product in very quickly, but also blend out the edges so you're done in a matter of, you know,
seconds,
30 seconds, I'd say. If I wasn't talking, I'd be able to do this in like at the max 30 seconds.
Yeah, that
so
does look good. That
it looks good, right?
Yeah, that's a good. And I love how natural this is too. I think
it's very natural. Yeah.
I think the key with 5-minute makeup or fast makeup is using products that are very forgiving and products that are flexible, right?
Yeah.
And so usually those are not going to be your full coverage concealers or your full coverage foundations. They're going to be things that are a lot more forgiving.
Yeah. I mean, look, I look so much
because it takes less time to blend out.
Exactly. If I were to grab, like, let's say my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, which you know I love, I use all the time, that does take a little bit more finessing, does take a little bit more blending, and therefore it takes more time. Product like this will be just quick, instant, literally.
So I've got my foundation on. My complexion is, in terms of coverage, is where it needs to be. Now I need to add some warmth. Thank you.
It looks so good. Yeah.
Thank you. Now I need to go in and add some warmth and dimension to my face. And we're talking 5 minutes. So I don't think I'm going to really take the time to use a bronzer and a blush. So instead, I'm kind of weighing the two options. Do I go with bronzer or do I go with blush? And for me, I'm going to go with a blush that could kind of double as a blush color, but also a bronzer, right? So not something really cool and bright, but something a little bit warmer that is going to give that warmth that a bronzer can give, but it's still going to bring some color to the cheeks that a blush would do. So I actually love this color.
That's my favorite one. I've used it for years.
Persona, and this is the shade Teddy. I'm going to swatch on my hand, and then I'm going to apply it with probably my favorite brush from the new collection.
Oh, I know which one.
Yes. So
the N20.
Yes.
Yes.
But look at this color. Do you see? It's kind of like this soft, like rosy, peachy shade in a way is the best way I would describe it. And I'm going to go in with the Nikki LaRose BK Beauty Volume 2 N20. I'm so excited about this brush.
I'm so excited to
love it. Yes.
I've been hiding this brush for so long.
It's so
We
good.
both have.
Yes, I love
We've
this
traveled
brush.
with it.
I mean, if you follow me, you know that I love our N12. Like, that's my go-to for blush. And I was telling my team the other day that, like, this might actually take in 112's place. I mean,
I love the 112.
And I love this brush because it also supports quick, easy makeup. It's a diffuser brush. So I like to load the product up onto the brush rather than taking to the cheeks. And I'm just going to blot it on my hand. And I'm just going to go and apply it on my cheeks.
That's a great color.
Brush is just going to blend it out so quick and so easy. I really am just kind of tapping and stippling it onto the skin and then moving the brush around the area that I want the color to be. But do you see how, like, that took no time? No time. And you can really layer it to get, you know, the intensity that you want. But again, if we're going for a 5-minute face, then we are going for pretty simple, very natural. So I might even leave it there. I'm going to apply the other side, but then I'm going to go back and build it too. So as Nikki's talking about her next tip, you can actually see what this looks like if you go in and build it.
And you would apply this on the forehead too.
Yeah, you can apply it everywhere. Apply it on the cheeks.
That's a great thing about like a color like that is it's flexible enough where it's not too pink and it's not too earth tone. It's like that really pretty like cross right in the middle where you can use it for blush and bronzer or lip.
Yes, exactly.
You know, like products like that are the way to go if you are literally trying to keep it to a very minimal amount of products and with minimal time.
Honestly, that's so smart. I didn't even think about that. But yes, you can use this. And I've seen Sona, the founder of this. She uses this on her eyes. She uses it everywhere.
That's a great eye color. Yeah.
So,
Across the nose. I love that across the nose.
The key, you guys, here is that like as I'm applying this, I'm not looking in the mirror feeling like I'm missing bronzer. If I were to go with a really cool pink color, I would look in the mirror and think, oh, I need some warmth to my skin. I need a bronzer. I don't feel that way looking in the mirror now. I'm like, okay, I've got what I need on. And this brush just is so nice because again, if you want to add more, like I might want to add more here on the cheeks, but I might want to keep it really soft around the hairline, and you can do that.
That's like an instant confidence booster too, is having like that nice wash of color to bring like that vibrancy back to your complexion. Because when you do your foundation, when you do your concealer, you're blanking out a lot of the depth and dimension. And even for a 5-minute face, it is so important to bring dimension back to your complexion so you don't look like you left the house and you're missing something.
Right.
If I went out just like this, it would be very obvious that I didn't finish my makeup look and that I spent very minimal time on it. I have to bring back dimension and warmth to my complexion. So that leads me to my next one.
I love this because of you. I blame you for
I know.
It's so good. And actually Maria from my team, like she
likes
loves
it
this too. Yeah.
The Dior bronzer is a phenomenal product. And I also love the Armani Luminous one too. I go back and forth between the two of them. It really depends on what kind of finish I'm looking for. I have the matte Dior bronzer. I know they have shimmers too, which
I had shimmers.
yeah, one of my subscribers told me that. I had no idea either.
Really?
I was like, what?
It's
there's
the
only
same
matte.
thing, but with shimmer?
But with shimmer, yeah. Because they were asking me, do you have the shimmer or the matte? I said, I have the matte. I know there's a shimmer one. So I don't know. I might pick it up because I'm actually really curious. I don't need it, but I might pick it up. But I do like this one when I'm looking for a quick 5-minute face because it is matte. It's also very buildable. There's pigment to it, but I find that it's a very user-friendly formula.
Very user-friendly.
It is, where you can like swipe it on. If you have maybe a little too much on your brush, it still looks really soft and natural. If you don't have enough on, you can easily build it up really quickly. So it's great for a 5-minute face. Whereas like ones with shimmer, I do like those as well. But depending on like the shimmer load, if it's too much, it could look a little too glam for a 5-minute face. To me, this one is like a good, soft, everyday, quick and easy.
I like how soft and like velvety that texture feels. You know,
Yes.
it's like a very velvety matte.
It's very blurry. Actually, it has a very like smoothing quality to it. Now, when I'm doing a 5-minute face, I always grab the 104. The 104 is always what I apply for like a quick wash of bronzer where I want it to be really subtle and I want it to be done very efficiently and quickly because it is a big brush. But what I like about the 104 is it has a tapered tip to it. So it is tapered on the end. It's not just a big round brush where you don't have a lot of control. The tapered tip still gives me some control while also applying it really fast. So I just dip in. I start to basically go to town. I pull my hair out of the way. I mess it up. I do my makeup usually before my hair is done anyway. And I just buff it on as quick as possible.
Yeah.
It's going to deposit a really nice sheer amount of color. You know, I have a skin tint on underneath and I don't have anything like heavy duty underneath. So you can really get in there and kind of just blend it on back and forth without worrying about disrupting the makeup underneath. And for a 5-minute face, you want to be quick, right? You don't want to spend too much time tapping it all over. It smells so good. I love, when I open this, I'm like, I wish I had a candle like this. But when I'm doing a 5-minute face, I want to just like kind of get it on and warm up my complexion as fast as possible. And the 104 and a good bronzer that's buildable and not too intensely pigmented is going to get me there quick.
You know what I always share as a good dupe for this though? Can you guess? What's a good dupe for this?
L'Oreal Infallible.
That's a good one, but like if this specific one, I'm thinking of Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has that smell.
Oh, yeah.
And it's soft. It's like this, similar, you know, it's very similar.
Yeah. It's very, yes, absolutely.
I always tell people that. I'm like, trust me,
amazing.
this is worth it and I love this. But if you want a very similar product and experience for a fraction of the cost, the Physicians Formula.
A fraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does blend just as well. It's not patchy. It's like very buildable.
Yeah.
So I also will take just a generous amount, and I'm not trying to contour my nose, especially for a 5-minute face, but it's very important that you don't leave out the center of your face, because if you leave out the center, you just look like something is missing. So it's important to bring a cohesive layer of bronzer across the nose. And, you know, again, we're not contouring, we're not chiseling, but we're adding warmth and we're adding some dimension and we're bringing it all together. So we're bringing that puzzle piece into the center. And then while I have my bronzer out, the quickest way, I'm gonna actually jump into my next tip if you don't mind, just while I have this bronzer out.
Yes, okay, you go for it.
The quickest way to knock out an easy eye makeup look when you're doing a 5-minute face is to take a fluffy brush, the N20S. I have been waiting. I've been waiting to show you guys how to use this brush, because this is a holy grail in my everyday routine, and I've had to hide it from you all for a good while now. But this brush is really designed to knock out a quick wash, like quick being the keyword, a quick wash of color across your eyes within seconds. So same thing, I'm gonna dip into the Dior and just blend it all over. Really fast, really easy.
I do love this color for the crease.
By the way,
shadow.
I have the shade 10.
Right?
What do you have?
The same one.
Okay.
I bought that one. I also bought 20, because 20, which is the next shade up, it looked like like it wouldn't be too dark, but I definitely feel like this is the best shade for me.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but earlier I used the same brush she's using to apply my concealer.
Yeah, talk about how you like to apply for like natural makeup or...
Yes, so I use this to apply concealer earlier because it will blend it out really quickly. And it's really great for like lighter weight concealer formulas. I'm actually going to use this now for my next tip, which is to use like a long wear liquid eyeshadow or cream. It doesn't have to be liquid, but a cream or liquid eyeshadow that is just long wearing and wears all day and has a little bit of color to it. I'm loving this new product from
love this so much.
This is the Master Mattes Longwear Cream Shadow, and it's the shade Sandstone, and I love this color.
I love honestly every single one I love.
Honestly,
Sandstone is beautiful.
So I will wear this, and actually I will put that in my crease too.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my go-to for a quick look.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna slap this on the lid really quickly. And then I'm going to take the N20S and I'm going to really quickly like blend this out. And this color is great because it's light enough to where I can really blend it kind of all the way up to the brow if I want for my skin tone. So I don't have to be too particular. I don't have to
looks really nice.
Yeah, I don't have to be too careful. I can just really work it in really quick. So what this is going to do is it's going to even out the eyelid. It's going to cut down any oil or any creasing throughout the day. And it's just going to give a nice bare canvas. From here you can add just mascara if you want to. I want a little dimension, so I'm actually going to add a little bit of this in my crease while you talk about your next step. But
do you have oily eyelids, Lisa?
You know, I do.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have oily skin, I get pretty oily on the eyelids.
I have extremely oily eyelids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So what's
struggle.
like your favorite primer to use?
Well, so that's one of the reasons why I love these is because I feel like they're so good for oily eyelids, but I do feel like they're smooth enough. They're not overly dry where a dry skin person can't use them. I still think that they're very like universally friendly for any kind of like eyelid texture. And they're also just really smoothing, right? Like that looks
they're so smooth.
Yeah,
That is
especially
the key,
combined with the Dior.
I mean, look at that. Yes. So the bronzer just adds a
that's
tiny
such
bit of definition.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did that take me?
2 seconds.
Yeah, literally.
And again, if we weren't talking, like this would be like probably a 4-minute face, to be quite honest.
I'm wondering if I should put mascara on while you do your last tip. Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right, another great pro tip to achieve some definition on your eyes with like very minimal effort, literally no skill involved, minimal products and minimal time is take any kind of dark powder eyeshadow. I love the Make by Mario Master Matte palette, both in like the neutral. You love the neutral. I love both of them.
I love both, yeah. I do find myself wearing the other one though more.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I actually
you
love
did
that
my
one
makeup
too.
yesterday and you wore this, so
Did both. Okay. Yeah, I love
I
a
loved
mix.
my makeup yesterday.
You look so
Like, I'm
pretty.
gonna try and do that every day.
Oh,
I'm just gonna wake up like 3
call me.
hours earlier.
Just FaceTime me. Just FaceTime me. I'll walk you through the whole process. Yeah, it was so much fun. I did Lisa's makeup yesterday and we had a ball.
We should put a little video of it right
Yeah,
now.
we should. Well, I'll pop a photo of Lisa in the glam chair. But a quick way to define your eyes with minimal time is to take the N21 brush. This is a very small, very precise brush. Don't let this little brush intimidate you. It's there to help you.
I love it.
And it's really there to help you achieve like a quick and easy eyeliner look and soft eyeliner definition without using, anything too complicated, right? So take any powder eyeshadow of choice, a dark brown, a dark gray, a dark plum, a black, whatever you want and you prefer. Take this small brush and you're gonna take the tip of this brush. It's a small little domed brush. It's kind of like a little mini pencil. So for me, the Make by Mario Master Mattes palette, there's a reason why I grab this palette like every single day. I just bought myself a new one, a nice like fresh one. But I'm gonna take the N21 and I'm gonna dip into, I actually really love a mix of this shade right here and this darker one right here. You wanna make sure you tap off the excess because it is a powder eyeshadow and it's a darker shade. So don't overpack your brush and not expect some fallout to happen. That will happen if you overpack your brush. So be mindful of that. Tap off the excess. I do have one hooded eye, just one, not two, just one. I like to pull it out just a touch because I do like to elongate my eyes. And then I just start to sweep it across. The great thing about this too is it's very forgiving, very much like a skin tint, very much like everything we're talking about today for a 5-minute face. All these techniques and products are forgiving to help you achieve a makeup look within minutes. So even if you don't get it on perfectly, it's a shadow and it's just a soft, a soft amount of definition that just gives you like that little something.
Yeah.
So if I just finished with mascara, which is not part of the 5-minute face, but if I were to finish my makeup look, I would just pop a little bit of mascara right after. This is Panorama.
Panorama.
I love this one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's building your lashes up really well, quickly too.
And the great thing about this too is it never flakes and never runs and never smudges on me. So it's like if I truly am doing a 5-minute face and I'm not really taking the time to overly set like my under eyes, to overly set my crease, this mascara won't give me that raccoon kind of transfer. Again, no shade to raccoons, but it won't give me that raccoon transfer around my eyes throughout the day, which a lot of times if you're not really locking your makeup in as you would for like a longer makeup look, if you're doing a 5-minute face, that usually means like you're, using minimal amounts of powder to set. And when you put mascara on, the first thing that happens midway through lunch is you get that smudging.
Have you ever tried this mascara?
Because of you. It's
like it?
amazing. It's amazing. I think I actually have one left and it's amazing.
It's so good. I love it.
Is that what you put on?
That's what I put on. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, it's the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara.
That one is so good.
There are like a few products that are like my ride or dies. Like it's the Elastomeric, it's the Bobbi Brown, it's that Jane Iredale. Like those are just the best. This one's so good.
That one is so good. That's actually one of the products too that I always think of when I think of you when I see that product.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about lips. So with lips, I mean, there's so many things you can do, right? When you're in a rush, right? You can just grab gloss that has some color to it and throw it on. That's probably the quickest and easiest thing to do on your lips. That'll take zero time. However, just know that that gloss is likely going to be non-existent in like an hour, right? The longevity of that product is just not there. So if you want to do your makeup quickly, but you also want it to wear throughout the day, I recommend taking a lip liner, something that's super creamy, something that you can move and manipulate really easily. You can spread it on the lip that is going to act as your lip color, right? You don't need to wear lipstick on top of it. It's going to define the lips and it's going to stay on all day. So it's going to take a little bit more extra time than just throwing on a gloss, but it's actually going to save you time throughout the day because you're really not going to have to touch that. One of my favorites right now is the Persona lip liner in the shade Dusk.
I love that color.
The formula is so great. Like in Persona's lip liners and their eyeliners, they're so creamy and so soft. But this is what Dusk looks like. It's just a really soft, pretty, rosy pink.
That goes really well with your blush too.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I guess I used Persona blush too. I'm going to take this, line my lips, and then sketch in the inner corner, and I'm just going to blend it out. I'm actually going to use the new Nikki Rose N22, and I'm going to use that to spread the product. And also what I love, look at this, like so quick.
Oh yeah, that's really pretty.
Choosing again a liner that, obviously this is not the color of my lips, but it's a similar tone. It's not so dark or so bold. So if I do make a mistake, or I don't have to take the time necessarily to be so precise.
That's actually a really good tip too, yeah.
It takes no time.
And using a color too that's closer to your lip line or your lip color naturally. So it's like a your lip but better, but it is more forgiving because you're not like choosing like a plum or a red, something that you have to be like really precise and take a lot of time to like finesse it.
And then just spreading it with this brush. Another tip with using this brush is not only great to spread it, but it's also really working the product into the skin of the lips, really working it into the lips. So almost pressing that product in so that it stains the lips more.
I'm going to copy you and do the same thing.
I mean, look at that. That looks like lipstick.
Yeah, looks amazing.
And so I don't need to put a lipstick on. And this is so creamy that it's not super drying. If you do want to add a gloss for just some hydration and some moisture, you can certainly do that. I'm going to grab this little lipstick real quickly just to give me that. This is the N13. This is the number 13 from YSL Candy Glaze Lipstick. And actually I can't even twist it up anymore. It's totally...
You hit the bottom.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my N22 and I don't want to throw this away. I know there's so much product that's still down here.
So much.
Unfortunately, it is not like the elastin. There's unfortunately waste unless you grab a lip brush and you use what's left. So I'm going to grab a lip brush.
While you're doing that, I'm going to pop on Peony from Ruby Beauty.
Oh, I love that color.
It's just a quick, easy color.
Yeah, that's a really great, quick, easy color. Okay, that's it. I need to buy one of these. Too bad we don't have time for Sephora trip today.
We can always make time.
Yeah? Don't tease me.
Don't tease me with a Sephora trip. I will always make time for a Sephora trip. There's things that I need. They're in my cart. I feel good. This is like a good 5-minute face for me. I feel like my eyes are defined, my redness is reduced, my complexion's even, I'm boosted with like overall like some warmth, and my lips are defined. Yeah. So I snuck on a lip liner. I did go over my tips. I did put more products on than I was talking about, though. But yeah.
That's your thing. Lips are your thing.
Yeah. What would be like the takeaways for you?
So I think the key is one, find a way to minimize your foundation, your complexion routine. So you talked about a complexion booster. I talked about a tinted SPF, and find products that are multitasking, like the Persona Dream Stick. It's your blush, it's your bronzer, it's your lip product. It could be your eye product. That would have really saved us even more time.
I know.
And just find products that are flexible, products that are easy to apply, products that you can mess up and it still works. I think would be the key to my 5-minute face.
Yeah, and it looks amazing.
Thanks.
I
do. I feel like
confident. You're fresh. It's like not too much. It's definitely achievable. Like takeaway for me is just I got everything that I needed. I got the definition. My lips are brought out, even though that was like a bonus product that I put on. But my under eyes are like the biggest thing that I like to tackle, and to have that redness reduced and then to also have some definition on my eyes, soft definition, and some more warmth to my complexion, that makes me feel more confident and ready to like take on my day, even if I only have 5 minutes to get my makeup on. So hopefully these tips inspire you to take a look in the mirror and prioritize like what you need for your complexion to feel really good in that 5 minutes. So try my 5 tips, try Lisa's 5 tips. Let us know in the comments which ones work best for you and which ones you're going to utilize in your day-to-day 5-minute makeup routine. This was so much fun having you.
This was fun.
I love, oh, sorry. Just come to LA more often and film with me. This was so much fun.
This was so much fun.
I love having you.
We'll come anytime.
Thanks for hopping on that plane so quick.
You know, just no problem.
No big deal. 2-hour flight.
Thanks for having me. This was so fun. Thanks guys for
blast.
watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something fun from it. So.
Yeah. Leave us any questions below, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.